Beautifully done. Nunn streaks up the floor. Missi! Hard! Rhode Island product. Colgate's experience is in their front court primarily with guys who have been there and done that. And I'm not going to shy away, Jimmy, from this kind of a spotlight.
I agree 100%. Just can't let Baylor get into a real run-out type of game.
This is Yves Missi. Where does Smith go here? Gets a screen with 4 to shoot, tries to turn the corner, and they got a piece. What a defensive recovery by Jaden Nunn. Dennis thought about the 3. Now they're going to get reset. Dennis lightning quick. What a pass. It's Missi taking
that screen. Smith gets over it. But he's pretty good in terms of being able to make things happen.
Here's Missi playing with that bum rib, and he goes right. Nunn gets a loner screen. Here he comes. He takes flight. Misses, and the stick back by Missi.
Space in there. Lipsy to Jones. Shot was short.
That's not his shot. Rob Jones is much better in the paint, but he was wide open. He let it fly. One thing about this defense, John, you cannot drive baseline on them. There's too much help.
That is shake and bake. The throwdown. Yves Missi. At NC State going at it. NC State upset Duke. North Carolina in a spot to get a 1 seed.
It came with a little double team. That's a timeout.
Nunn, get rid of it. He does. Now the lob. And Missi, great hands off the feet from Loner. Wow.
And I tell you,
Big 12 now on ESPN Plus. It's a must-have for Big 12 fans. Baseball and softball seasons in full swing. There's more than 450 matchups available, along with most games of both conferences. Well, that's an answer for that little mini run from Baylor.
courtesy of Taman Lipsy.
And a flush from Yves Missi.
Got to dribble out of it and back up and attack the rest of that defense.
Missi the layup.
Always under control, like a running back finding the right hole to cut through.
I see what you did there.
Yep. I've done this a couple times before.
Bridges being harassed by Skillings. Now Walter. Missi puts it on the floor, off the glass, and one. Yves Missi.
But we add Arizona, Utah, Colorado, Arizona State to this mix. This place is going to be even crazier next year and busier.
Yeah, it'll be busy. Missi and one. And a fresh. Newman steps back, and the shot too strong.
And they'll take some more time off the clock now. This is what you like about having 3 guards out there.
Dennis gets it to Walter, and now Nunn. Shot clock under 10. Missi comes out. Bounce pass. Missi, and he lays it in, and they work that Yeah, we do.
You know, and it's sometimes gets tense, John.
Who do you have?
I got Walter because I think
I have 2 guys, and it wasn't going to be him.
See? That's why it's tense in here.
Bears playing keep away. Lob. The throwdown. Missi.
Shot clock is off. Ten seconds to go.
Watch a high screen and roll for Dennis.
With 4, the lob and the easy 2.
Hang around, and now, again, there's an opportunity without their star players from Texas Tech on the floor to try to get a good shot.
7 minutes gone by in the second half.
Nice drive.
Baylor's opportunity with Isaacs and Williams on the bench for Texas Tech. Inside to Missi, working on Jennings.
Comes up straight up.
Look at the touch from the big. It looked like he got poked in the eye. McMillan. No, Missi clears.
Where's the scoring going to come from right now? Nice drive.
Missi, the take. And he's got a chance.
Here's Nunn. Nunn into the paint. Hangs. Can't hit. Missi puts it home.
Down the stretch.
When Dessou was out early in the year, Onyema started 3 times. So he checks into the game. Nunn spinning, lost the handle briefly. Kick back out, and Dennis. The lead is 5. Feed inside, Missi over Mitchell, and it'll go. Missi. No call on the contact as Jaden Nunn got knocked to the deck. Ray Dennis controls, and it's Baylor ball.
This offense has gone through the 2 freshmen lately, but Ray Dennis really valuable.
Missi.
Wow. John, they didn't get it to the baseline on the first side, but very patient. But DeJuan Harris today is going to have opportunities to shoot the 3, and he's got to do that.
Health-wise, Kansas. McCullough is playing for Baylor. Langston Love is not. Missi spinning.
Play the long game today. So you got to get those starters out.
Missi on Brown. Brown blocks it. Missi gets it back. And 1. The corner. Timberlake will try. And Walter rips down the rebound. And now a line change for Bill Self. He's got 4 heading to the scorers table. Furphy, Adams, McCullough. Great move by Missi. The whole game. Dickinson turns and he's short with that shot. Missi rebounds. Dennis. Feed down low. Missi puts it home. He got hits. Points and a couple of 3s.
Coming out party maybe for the McDonald's All-American a year ago.
Remember, at one point, he was in the starting lineup. Missi into the paint and spins it off the glass. Dennis with Harris on him. Dennis gets into the paint. Now wanders out. Almost turned it over. Nunn has it. Shot clock under 10. Missi away from the basket. Puts it on the floor. Going to work on Dickinson. This year on the defensive end, can they get stops when they need to?
Well, not having Langston Love obviously hurts your depth offensively. But I think you've seen Scott Drew the last 2 games try to play more zone because he has multiple guys playing 34, 35, 36 minutes per night.
Ray Dennis flip 3 of the night for the Horned Frogs.
The first time we've seen TCU actually screen the top of the zone and create those mismatches.
Lob inside, and Missi throws it down.
Goes a long way.
Good hands. Bridges comes away with it. Feed inside. Missi to stuff. Nunn puts it on the floor, goes to the basket. Missi puts it in after the miss. Dennis bullying his way down low. Goes to the baseline, flips it. From the throwdown, Missi. Nelson knocks it down. Everybody's going to be fine if they can't storm the court. I would say that.
That's true. I mean, I'm not a fan of shutting it down. I just think every university needs to have the right protocols in place to make sure that the kids get off the court first.
Yeah,
that's just staple of college basketball to me.
I get you. And I think the one thing I would say is I get maybe moderately agitated. I like to do my finger wagging at the finger waggers.
Yeah.
So, like, next pass.
Maybe get something with 10 on the shot clock.
1 of 2. It's a 2-point game. Here we go.
Let's still go to the basket if you could quickly.
10 seconds. Dennis. Lobs it. Missi on the catch. And he lays it in. And he's fouled.
Saturday against Kelvin Sampson in Houston.
Of course, Houston coming off a big win last night.
Yves Missi off the lob. Specialist. Baylor can play for the last shot of the half. Ray J. Dennis, the lob, Missi at the buzzer.
And he got fouled.
Rebound, here comes BYU at 2-on-1. And a steal for Jaden Nunn, took it right back.
Exactly how, it was a bad pass, which is exactly how you play a 2-on-1 by Jaden Nunn.
Jalen Bridges, who had 10 in the first half to lead Baylor. Khalifa 11 lead all scorers for BYU as Yves Missi goes to work inside. Spencer Johnson from deep. Yves Missi the rebound. Here come the Bears. Ten on the shot clock. Yves Missi moves in. Missi and Baylor. Baylor comes away with it.
We'll say this comes down to Baylor getting stopped. So wide open layup out of the timeout for BYU.
Yves Missi isolated and attacks.
Edwards has, he's been a little bit up and down. Only 1 of 6 in their last game, but if he could score on a block, gives him such a good option there. High percentage.
Jalen Bridges, back 20 minutes from home. Grew up in Fairmount, West Virginia, went to West Virginia and transferred. No love lost between these fans and Jalen.
He plays north-south, that's when he's at his most effective. When Raekwon Battle starts going east-west and doing a lot of dribbling, it's where the inefficiencies can creep in.
Yeah, Coach Eilert says he wants to see him go downhill. Exactly what you mentioned, Chris. Missi to the hole.
Again, Jacoby Walter hasn't shot a good percentage from 3, but he is certainly capable.
All of Baylor's second half points have come from long distance. Dennis surgical behind his back, drops it off for Missi. Far away from the hoop, but spins to the 10.
Don't be deceived by his shooting numbers in conference, which are down. He is really talented and stays aggressive.
Oh, Missi tried to climb the ladder to ram it home.
17 points a game, taking over 15 shots a game. Able to play really loose, It has obviously been an adjustment for him with these new guys in the lineup. Pass.
Missi, wow! Thunder!
Baylor down early, a chance to tie or take the lead with a triple. They were prolific shooting threes in the non-conference. They've struggled in Big 12 play. There's a nice touch from the big man.
League is competitive when the coaches start competing over being thrown out of games. I mean, Scott Drew gets thrown out, but Kelvin Sampson says, no, I got you. He goes bananas. And then Bill Self says, oh, Drew and Sampson got thrown out, huh? Hold my beer.
Right. I believe that was the first time Kelvin Sampson got the gate in 300-something games, 329 games. It was the first time ever for Drew and Bill Self at Kansas. As we said, Oklahoma, one of the few Big 12 teams that doesn't play a whole lot of close games. Their 4 losses in league play by an average of 10 points a game. And now after that, here's the lob. Missi, what a catch! And he can't finish, but he gets the foul. 5 on the clock. Missi, the follow.
Goes for Kansas.
He ran down the court looking at his right hand. He does have two.
When Jay makes a great point, he takes off his headset and admires it.
I've done it once in the last 10 years.
Missi, nice hesitation, and he gets the roll.
And that's going to be a turnover. And Bill Self probably wants to get another technical right now after seeing that.
Dennis, nice pass, and Missi the finish. Put him in the lineup, they put Furphy in there, and it's been a real big change. You can make the case that with a healthy McCullough, Kansas has the best starting five in America.
I think that's absolutely fair. They don't get anything off their bench, and that's where Timberlake, if he starts knocking shots down, can really be helpful. Really, what a good move by
half. Scott Drew's going to leave him in, and you can't blame him with how well he played in the first half. But boy, he's got to be careful. Missi draws one at the other end, and that's going to go.
That was just a simple. Well, Jamie actually was a high school basketball player in California at the same time I was. Really good player, too. Well, almost another one. Kansas's defense is just stifling Baylor. They can't get anything that they want.
Missi off the glass, and somehow that will go.
Boy, he works unbelievable. He's such a smart defender. I think the Kansas coaches would say the last player they had that was that smart defensive was probably Myles Garrett. Great pass.
Missi the slam on a beautiful feed.
Can take the lead going to the break. Texas Tech has held this building in check the entire first half. 3 seconds. Missi! The two hands.
And he's got a brashness to him. A lot of dribbling, but he can hit tough shots.
All tied up at 43. Missi driving right around Lindsay.
Again, a breakdown of the defense. Baylor in their man-to-man, they have had a hard time keeping Texas Tech out of their paint tonight. Those two guards, Isaacs and Toussaint.
Langston loved being guarded by Toussaint. Dennis 7 to shoot up for Missi. Oh my! When he initially started his drive. 4 turnovers in the last 2.5 minutes for Texas Tech. Missi on the dribble. Ooh, baby!
Love almost loses his footing, loses the basketball after it's poked away by Curtis Jones. Missi recovers and finishes. You mentioned earlier how good Baylor is out of a timeout.
Bob had him.
Little late, but Missi gathers, comes down. And
Yves Missi, BJ, just absolutely on fire. The freshman out of Cameroon, 25 points, 9 rebounds against TCU. And going to the best seat in the house, UCF again hosts 23rd ranked Oklahoma. Then at 6, it's Texas Tech, ranked 15th, taking on Cincinnati. If you're a Big 12 fan, you gotta have it. Big 12 now on ESPN Plus. Oh no!
Just an outstanding shot from Johnson right there. The step back triple.
Final possession here for Baylor before intermission. Ray J. Dennis goes to the lob, and once again it's Dennis's runner comes off the rim, and it's in the hands of Jaden Nunn.
And Baylor has, Drew, Baylor has got to get Jacoby Walter going. If you see the acrobatic finish,
Love it when Diallo gets it down on the block. Feeling confident against the freshman.
A great pass from Dennis, man.
Here's for the Bears. Here's Missi. That's an 18-year-old to a 19-year-old.
That just
team, but they've got a couple already early on the road. Here's the freshman Missi.
For their defense. A little give and go action, force the defense to have to react, and that creates a seam to attack.
Here's Missi. Oh, on
take one.
Who doesn't rush his postgame? Miller. And just beautiful job of reading the defense, pivoting, being strong with your base, fundamentally sound. Find your seam, find your angle.
Inside, Missi, good catch, good finish.
Wrong, Rich. I mean, to knock him offline, you really got to get into him. And he's so good, even in a scramble situation like that, where the ball's getting deflected around, to gather and be strong underneath. That's what allows him to go up and finish.
Missi, left hand, yes!
There's a lot to go back and look. They can review that at the end of the half, and that's where they will do it. I will be tuning into the halftime report to hear what Dallin and Crispin have to say with my guy KC.
Ten seconds to go. Last shot time for the Baylor Bears. Two to shoot. Missi's got it.
How about that for end of half execution?
Dennis, only 2 points this afternoon, but as we mentioned moments ago, 6 assists already on the afternoon. Bridges, big to big passing, and the dump.
Took it away and then just drove it. Utilizing the pressure of the defense against them.
Nelson has 16. And Missi looks like he's hobbled a little bit. 21 in gold. Here he is.
He's okay.
He's okay enough to dump. Afternoon for the Horned Frogs. Looking for their second road win in the toughest league to win on the road. Missi, 23 for him. Junior. And he has come alive in the second half and beyond.
10 of 13 shooting. Just so efficient. I try to get Missi back involved here early just to get his confidence back after he missed that shot.
No doubt. Here's Missi with the ball, 21 in goal. Freshman big with 23 points. Bridges finds him. And Missi shakily.
And usually you have a couple of guys, their body language isn't great, or you might have issues with. He says he has 0 of that this year.
Tyrese Hunter missing the jumper. Walter down with a rebound for Baylor.
Texas has blitzed a ball screen. Let's see if they continue to do that to get the ball out of the hands of Ray J. Dennis and make it difficult on Jacoby Walter.
Yves Missi, the freshman from Cameroon, is the first. Tyrese Hunter is having a big game for the Longhorns so far. 4 threes, 14 points. Jacoby Walter, who has not shot the ball all that well in conference play so far, is having himself a very good first half.
Well, the efficiency of both teams is what's amazing. I mean, Baylor's shooting 53. This has got to be Tyrese Hunter's best game of the season. He's had some really good ones. He's been engaged at both ends of the floor.
Second year here in Austin.
Off the zoom action.
And Missi finishes in.
These are opportunities against this Baylor offense you cannot afford to give up.
Baylor off to a 1 for 5 shooting start, but do have the game's only made field goal, that coming from Walter. There's none on the drive, runs into a crowd, hands off, and Yves Missi with Jacoby Walter. Ray J decides to put up the 3. It's off the right side, going out of bounds, but saved there by Yves Missi. Bridges feeding Missi. Missi one dribble, trying to get by McNair. Nice little drop step to lay it in. Couple of threes for Art Kaluma. Under a minute to play. Missi, that was a bullet pass. Able to somehow reverse.
Love him. A really good athlete, great anticipation, and a bad decision trying to throw cross court.
He's doubled his points per game and rebounds per game from his freshman season last year. Walter almost lost it in really tight defense from Newman again. Nice feed to Missi.